You're about to see another Zoom experimental improvisation group performance between two brilliant actors, Vas Constanti and Tim Lone, who are playing Peter and David. As is always the case in our Zoom experimental sessions, there is no screenplay or rehearsal. Both actors got separate backstories and about a day to digest them. And then we turned the camera on. And these were tweeted in 3 parts, so it's really 3 scenes strung together here for YouTube. Forgive the overuse of music and sound design in the first part. The computer crashed and I was left with it. But it's another great example of just what can be done when you improvise and you give actors clear backstory. And in this case, what's quite interesting, I've also added the chat that we have as a group afterwards, when the actors work out what was missing from their side of the story. Anyway, I hope you enjoy it.
Sorry, I was on mute. I know the old forgetting I'm on mute. Hey, David, thank you for responding to my email.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, you look good.
Thanks. So, what can I help you with? Actually, before we start this, how's Rebecca?
That is one of the reasons I was calling, actually. I didn't know if you had read the paper. I know we have been in touch in almost 10 years, a little over 10 years. But yeah, Rebecca died just over 3 years ago. December 28th, actually, right between Christmas and New Year's. Not a good time. Yeah, it was cancer, ovarian cancer. And I, at the time she had said, she had asked about you and it had been 7 years since we talked. And she said, she wanted to say goodbye. It was awkward. It was really awkward, actually. And I was so freaking wrapped up with helping her. She was in chemo for like 9 months. And anyway, yeah, she's no longer with us. So I'm sorry to let you know.
But 3 years?
Yeah.
She died 3 years ago and you're calling me now?
I've been going through my own kind of existential realizations and looking back at my past, and you've been a very integral part. And
3 years, mate. I don't care what you've been thinking about. She died 3 years ago and you didn't bother to contact me.
as I said, it was really fucking awkward. And it had been 7 years and I had thought about it. And, even Chris was asking me, he's like, what about Uncle David? And I was like, he's not your uncle and we're not in touch. And I've been so busy doing other things, but you've been busy doing other things too.
Yeah, I know I've been busy doing other things and you've been busy doing other things, but there's a death. People talk to each other.
Listen, I was going through some things, some of her things. I came across this Chick Corea CD that you lent her years ago, and I guess we just never returned it. And he died too recently, and it just got me thinking about wanting to throw out a lifeline, throw out a friendship line. I always haven't been the nicest guy, and I'm
like, whoa, mate, you stole our company from under me. You just took it away.
We went through a transition.
Well, I mean, what was it? Listen, forget it. I don't want to fucking talk about it.
Well, no, you brought it up. We were going through a transition, David. The company was dying because of you, right?
The company was dying because of me.
Look, you were brilliant. You were brilliant in your day. You helped me out so much. You showed me the ropes. You taught me about client relationships.
And
you were the marketing master.
Stupid that I couldn't actually master any of the technology that we were moving forward with. Is that what you're telling right now?
I talked to 3 separate clients and said, well, David seems to be really bent on the old school way of doing things. Listen.
A good foundation makes a good business. Old school is good business.
And now, this old school of putting marketing out on flyers just causes...
Listen, it's all, as you say, okay, just tell me about Rebecca. Did she go peacefully? Was it painful? Please tell me it was peaceful.
It was not painful, but it was painful for me. It was painful for the kids. And I told you, one of the last things she said, just make sure the thing's okay with David. I'm sorry I waited so long.
You just thought, I got to get in contact.
Well, it was the CD. It was going through my wedding album because it was our wedding anniversary 4 weeks ago.
No, mate.
And seeing those pictures of you when you had full head of hair. And
honestly, I was fully prepared to just rip into you this evening, but I can't. I'm so sorry for you.
I'm sorry that we couldn't openly communicate about the business and try to work something out. I'm sorry I saw pound signs in my eyes and saw my own success in front of me.
Listen, as you know, it worked out for the better for me.
I've been so happy for you. You always wanted to be a literary agent, and now you've got your own company. I was just checking out your website. It looked brilliant. But I'm also
checking out my website. Have you contacted me to get another client?
I have no interest in that. As a matter of fact, I've given up the marketing game. I've quit.
Wow. Oh, okay. Then you can't blame me for brain being so frazzled for the ideas. I
get it. I get it.
Listen, I'm sorry, and here's to you on whatever you're planning to go forward with. What are you going to do?
I have no fucking idea,
God, that went everywhere.
Wow.
It was good.
It was beautiful.
That was really
Were
good.
you aware of how good that was? Or were you just not aware? It was really seamless.
I was just winging it.
To have created something so intimate and consistent and believable was really very, very good.
Loved it.
Tim, how did you feel?
I think one of the things about the improviser and the actor going, where is this going to go? And they go, I don't care where it goes. It's in the now.
Mm.
So, and maybe David / Vas thought the same thing, because I was like, story plotting. I'm like, stop the story plotting, just be present and play off each other.
What I love about this is it does liberate you, because it gives you tram lines, and then within the tram lines you can do all the stuff that you were doing, the zigzagging and the improvising.
I mean, I had no idea she was dead.
Right. But my statement and question.
But did Tim have that in his script?
Yeah.
So
that was one of his points that he had to hit.
Yeah.
And it was hit right at the beginning.
Yeah,
Well,
which was interesting.
that's how she was.
Yeah.
Well, the basic 3 givens. We had to work a relationship. I had stolen the business. You and my wife were good friends, and she has passed away from cancer, and you have a literary agency. But from you...
So I had all of that, except your wife died of cancer.
Okay, so that's good. And I just a compliment to, I guess, James, Marcus, and Marion, if you put it together, that I knew that you would have some information I don't. And I'm really happy you didn't go down the trail of, you and Rebecca had shagged years ago. I'm like, don't go. Yeah, no. But
Wait, no, that's because Marcus actually gave me the soulmates, but just platonic.
Yeah, I have to say about that one, watching it, having been in the kind of process of creating the story, that I think this one there was enough material there without kind of overcomplicating it, because maybe some weeks we've maybe given too much backstory and it's quite a lot to remember.